Guys, okay, so we will continue to discuss how we want to testing semiconductor device. Okay, so in this part I will explain how we want to test zener diode, and also another one is tunnel diode. Okay, so we already discussed how we want to test on normal diode, which is we can use ohmmeter and also digital multimeter. Alright, so on ohmmeter we can know the value of a resistor, right? And on digital multimeter we can turn into the mode of diode, if you still remember. So we know the voltage of the diode. Alright, so for zener diode, okay, zener diode is like a normal diode. Okay, the difference is that zener diode, which is it's designed to conduct in the reverse direction when a certain specific voltage is reached. Okay, so if you refer to the IV characteristic graph, okay, so if you still remember and you learn on the electronic digital, okay, so this is our IV electronic IV graph, which is this one is current and then this one is voltage, right? Okay, so in zener diode, normal diode, which is we operate like something like here, this one, right? So this one we call is a V, Z, or R as zener voltage, or we call it as zener breakdown region here. Alright, so different with the normal diode, zener diode, which is it's allowed for diode to operate in the beyond the zener voltage. Alright, so how we want to test the zener diode. Okay, so zener diode it has a very high resistance at bias potential below zener voltage. Means that apabila kat sini kita punya zener voltage kan, okay, so dekat kawasan sini dia punya resistance value dia adalah sangat tinggi, which is dia akan block untuk current tu through the diode. Okay, so tapi apabila dia dah mencapai ataupun dia berada di dalam kawasan zener voltage di kawasan sini, so the value of resistance bagi zener diode ni atau akan tiba-tiba dia akan jadi sangat berkurang. Okay, so dia mungkin dalam between 5 sehingga 100 ohm. Kenapa? Sebab bila voltage kita punya resistance kurang, voltage V is equal to IR, right? So apabila voltage berkurang, apabila kita punya the value of resistance berkurang, which is dia boleh allow current to flow through the diode. Okay, so dengan menggunakan ohmmeter, we can just only know that the zener diode it's in either condition of short or open. Okay, so another one way that we can use to test zener diode semiconductor device, which is we can use a power supply that has a voltage higher than the breakdown voltage of the diode. Alright, so if you can look at this figure, okay, we can use either variable power supply, this one, or either the power supply we fix it, right? So so we measure the diode across the voltage across the diode. So this is our voltage, our zener diode, and then we measure the voltage here from point here to here, right? So the diode and the resistor are in series, so we measure the voltage of the zener diode. Alright, so the voltage bagi diode ni will be increased apabila kita increasekan the voltage of our power supply sehinggalah dia capai satu point, which is we call is a breakdown point ataupun voltage zener voltage. Okay, so apabila kita increasekan power supply voltage dekat kawasan apabila dia dah capai breakdown point tu, okay, so dia tiada effects untuk dekat bacaan bagi zener voltage. Alright, so it seems that there is no much more changes. Alright, so sama juga kalau kita menggunakan voltage yang fix. Okay, so the bacaan bagi voltage bagi zener diode ni dia akan berada antara 6.1 to 9.1 volt. Alright, means that diode ni dia berada di dalam keadaan yang baik dan dia will be operate and there is no failure. Okay, so but we can detect if there is some failure on the zener diode when we measure in either in the forward or reverse direction, and then the value of on ammeter indicates the value of resistance is 0 ohms, means that there is some failure on the zener diode. Alright, so another one is the tunnel diode. Okay, what is the tunnel diode? Okay, so a tunnel diode adalah one of the PN junction which exhibit a negative resistance interval. Okay, negative resistance value range which is from 1 to 200 ohm for various type of tunnel diode. Another one, alright, so how we want to testing the tunnel diode. Okay, so we can use oscilloscope. Okay, so so if you can see at this figure, okay, if you can see at this figure, okay, this is our tunnel diode. Okay, so tunnel diode ni kita pasangkan dia secara series dengan resistor, which is resistor tu mestilah nilai dia 670 ohm. Alright, so kita sambungkan in series kepada tunnel diode, and then kat sini ataupun one point daripada sini kita sambungkan dia kepada oscilloscope. Alright, so and then we apply voltage. Okay, so antara 0 hingga 10 volt. Alright, so kalau kita nampak kat sini, ini adalah voltage yang kita berikan. So the output dekat oscilloscope, it should be something like this one. Alright, so means if the output of the oscilloscope show this pattern, means that there is no problem on the tunnel diode. Okay, so it shows that it gives an indication switching time, but confirm that the device has the ability to switch at the correct current level, and it will be probably performed normally in the circuit, means that there is no failure on the tunnel diode. Alright, so we just refer to this figure. If the figure is show this type of shapes, means that there is no problem on the tunnel diode. Alright, that's all for this chapter. I hope all of you will be understand. Thank you. See you again.